So VIvobarefoot has a new shoe. How exciting. This is the Motus Flex. You probably have seen a few videos on them already. And it's flexible and stuff, and it looks good. It looks kind of cool. So is it what I've been waiting for, which is an actual Vivo suit that fits my feet, or most people's feet, and that isn't weird in so many wrong ways? It kind of is, but also it isn't. These are probably going back, spoiler alert. And when I say probably, I'm saying definitely. And I will tell you why. So let's start with the sizing. First of all, I know you probably cannot see the details because it's a white shoe and this setup here is not ideal. But yeah, you can see them in pictures, I mean, whatever. The thing is, sizing. I have seen so much conflicting information. I watched like Jake the Fit Friends video, and he said they were a bit shorter than like the Primus lights and stuff. And I was like, yeah, that's great, because Primus lights were too long and too narrow. So if they're shorter, that means I can actually size up and it's gonna be fine. But then there was another video that says that these shoes are absolutely huge, and they were comparing them to other Vivo shoes live. So that seemed credible. So when I put those on, in Vivos I wear a size 44 or a 43. 44 in like a Primus light needs, 44 is too long and barely wide enough. 43 is maybe a bit short but generally fine, but too narrow. So I made the mistake in my Primus light needs and I kept them in 43 after testing the 44 for almost 3 months. Then I kept 43 and tested them for a while. They never broke in. Ended up into a nightmare, and just recently managed to sell them after months of having them on sale for like half the price of what I paid for them, even though they were new. So sizing is important here, and long story short, those are basically the same size as the Primus light needs. This is a 44, the 43 is slightly small, the 44, when I put them on, they seemed huge, and I know why people are saying those are too big, but then I realized they're basically the same size as the Primus light needs. But there is one important difference, and I'm not sure, but I think those are actually wider. I think those are finally proper wide barefoot shoes. They don't seem to be very restricting on the other toes like most other Vivos. I mean, let me see if I can find my Magnas here just for a comparison. Oh yeah, there is definitely a difference here. Both size 44. Look how sloped the goddamn Magnas are. Such insanely credible shoes, and they're too sloped on the other rates. Like, what a shame, what a shame. I can see them from here, like even from below you can see. I'm not sure you can see them on the camera, but those are much wider, overall wider. This is why people are saying those are too big, because they're very wide. I love that. However, they are not what I wanted. And yes, they're wider, but the goddamn Vivo last. They are too shallow. Again, look at this. Look how thin it is. In the front, of course. You cannot tell here because it's leather, and it's actually, it becomes higher volume when you stretch it with your fingers because leather. But here, once again guys, those are absolutely shallow, which has the amazing effect of making them look like duck beaks, which is horrible. But also, and most importantly, they limit the movement of your toes. And if I cannot move my toes in a barefoot shoe, why just we're wasting our time here? What's the point? Just make them a bit taller. Oh my god, just make them a bit, it's not that hard. I mean, I know it is, because they have to change the last, which probably will cost them millions, but still, those could be the best. Like, look at this stuff. They could be the best shoes. Not even barefoot, the best shoes of all time, those Vivos. And they're not. And you have to wear Vivo like zeros and all the stuff. Because of this shallow. Look how shallow. So what happens is, even though it's wider, it still kind of feels kind of restricting in my toes because it's so shallow. I'm sure it will break in and become better. Good news is, unlike the Primus light needs, they don't have the stiff toe guard. They do have some kind of toe protection here, which I guess is a good thing. But because it's not that TPU overlay or whatever it was, they don't feel as restricting, but they do feel a bit restricting. I bet if I keep wearing them, they probably will break in nicely. Maybe I should, I don't know, maybe I should keep them. They look really cool, honestly. I love the way they look, except for the other elephant in the room. Look at the split toe here. What are you doing, man? This isn't a tabby shoe. This isn't a wild links. I get it, it's for flexibility, but first of all, do you see flex here? Because I don't see anything. There is no flex. Okay, the insole is in, but still. I don't see the value in making the shoe look weird. I really don't see the value. I mean, okay, yeah, in this way, yeah, you can see it. But you can just have, like at least this section, you can have it solid so it doesn't look weird, and then maybe underneath you can still have the cut. I'm okay with it, honestly, but if I'm gonna pay, those shoes are so expensive, guys, and I got them at discount. I'm gonna put my links here for 15% off. But still, if I'm gonna pay so much money for a shoe that isn't perfect because of the silent toe box and all that, this is the nail in the coffin for me. I don't want them to look weird. I just don't, like, why do they have to look weird if they can look amazing? Because this is an amazing looking shoe. I mean, some people have an issue with the yellow here, whatever, you're boring, I think it's fine. But I don't want this. I don't want to go out. I don't want my friends to ask me, oh, well, the new barefoot shoes, oh my god, they look weird. Oh, what is that? Haha, make fun of me, whatever. No, just give me a proper front of the shoe so it doesn't look like a tabby sock or whatever. Why? I get it, but it's not worth it, in my opinion, to have that. So I get they have the split sole like the wild links. Of course, they have actually a plastic overlay here because guess what? Common sense. You put a plastic overlay here so they don't become like the wild links. You get water inside from the fabric. Yeah, common sense. It's not that hard to do. But anyway, so are they really that flexible? I mean, they're flexible, yeah. Those sole pieces here, they're kind of thick, but yes, they're flexible, but they're nothing special. I mean, whatever. Like, look, this is flexibility. Like, look at this HFS here. That's actually more flexible. Insoles in both of them, and of course, you take like a Vapor glove. There's no comparison. This thing is like paper. You know, it's like nothing. So they're flexible, but they're not even as flexible as the most flexible shoes, and you still have to pay the aesthetic price here for what? So that's a nice shoe. They have a proper clock collar, unlike so many other shoes. I love Vivo collars. It's just perfectly designed to not be annoying, but also be perfectly slip-on. They have the nice elasticated laces here with the fast tightening thing here. I like this shoe. I'm not sure I love this shoe, but that's a good shoe. If I didn't have the split sole here, and if it felt a bit more comfortable, I would probably keep it. But those two, like, this cost me over 150 euros. For what? For what? It's not gonna be the perfect aesthetic shoe because of the split sole. It's not gonna be the perfect comfort because of the low volume. So why would I pay 150 euros? I have so many pairs. It's just not worth it. But if you don't have many barefoot shoes and you really like the way those look, I say just keep them. They're good. Also, the sole, that is a huge improvement, guys, over the Primus lights with the lame like hexagon soles. No, this is proper. This, like, there are ridges here. It's soft and grippy. Look, it's so grippy. That is a proper sole here, outsole. You can use them like in the gym, push things with them, do like athletic movements. That's a great sole. I love the sole. So yeah, overall, what a shame. If they were just a bit more comfortable here and they didn't have the damn split sole, I would wear those shoes at the gym, going out, whatever. I would love those shoes. Maybe I should still keep them, I don't know. But with the way things are, those are gonna have to go back, unfortunately. And I had to buy them two sizes. Again, you don't have half sizes, whatever. If they had half sizes, maybe I would go for the 43.5. Probably would be a bit more properly sized because those are a little bit big. But again, because of the low volume here, my outer toes still don't feel so comfy. So they're big, but you don't have the benefit of a bigger shoe because they're not as comfortable. So yeah, of course, insoles, typical Vivo insole. Yeah, great shoe. Probably send them back. Sizing same as the Primus lights. approximately. They're a bit wider, which is nice, but they're still too shallow, which is not nice. They have a split toe in the front, which looks a bit weird if you care about that. This I think looks fine. They're flexible, but not as flexible as the most flexible shoes. Nice quick lacing here, nice collar here. Pretty light. I mean, they're not very light, but yeah, they're not too bad. Whatever. They're like 2 paper gloves. Like even the leather's still more flexible than the Motus Flex, so yeah, I don't know. Not bad, but not amazing. Just a few changes and I will be all over the shoe. I guess we'll get it eventually, but with this shallow toe box, maybe we'll never get it, who knows. So yeah, that's it guys, stick around, I'm gonna see you in the next one. See ya.